kind of going with that, what would be your advice for players? Because I know for me, like a lot of players listening work out by themselves, at least the majority of the time. I think that's probably most players, right? Maybe they work out with a trainer, but maybe the other 4 or 5 days a week, they're out by themselves. So what do you have in terms of like, if you're going to be by yourself, what would be the best way to kind of go about getting better?
When you're by yourself, I'd say try to add some pressure. And what I mean by that is, say you're doing a shooting drill. You say you got to go 5 for 7 or you start over. You got to make 10 without missing 2 in a row, or you got to start over. So you're adding some pressure. Another thing you could do is maybe you are doing a shooting drill and you shoot the ball, but instead of going back to that same spot or doing that same movement, you can't do the same shot 2 times in a row. So you grab the ball at the net, maybe you just throw it somewhere else on the floor, and now you got to get into a different footwork, different situation off of that. I would say, you can rep stuff out, put some pressure on yourself, like I said, but then also, add some variability. So when you're maybe doing some ball handling, actually, I learned this one from Mastery Hoops, which is Coleman and Tyler's platform. They have this ball handling drill. Pretty much you give yourself 3 moves. So you say cross, behind or something. Maybe go to half court and back or something. But when you're doing it, you cannot do the same pace, the same pattern 2 times, all the way up until half court. So you're trying to add some, variability. You're changing up your pace. You're changing up your rhythm. And that way you have to adjust and get creative, and it's getting that creative state thinking and being able to adapt and adjust. Just kind of how we were talking about. That's what I would pretty much, say when you're by yourself. Add some pressure, add some, variability. And, once you get, because I know a lot of people like to rep out moves. Once you get comfortable with the move, figure out how you can, maybe you're doing, I don't know, between the legs cross. Say when you do between the legs cross, you can't do the same shot 2 times in a row, or you give yourself 2 dribbles to score after you make the move, and it has to be a different shot every time after the 2 dribbles or whatever the heck it is. Just figure ways to get yourself to be creative.
Yeah, man, creativity, variability. I love it. Like that's definitely when you're by yourself, just working those 2 things into what you're doing. That's definitely the best way to go about it.